I think that's just as serious as like any other sort of health issue. If you have some,
you got monkeypox.
yeah, monkeypox, any pox, you got anything. You don't brush your teeth regularly.
Unorthodox. I need to know.
I don't know. You don't bathe more than once a day. It's just a lot of sickness going on.
Like,
Why?
I don't know, but
It's not even a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
I know, but some people, like in the beginning, they used to be like, if you had COVID, they would be ashamed to say, like, yeah, I got COVID. Now, I think the rule of thumb is if you see people out and they got a mask on, they probably had COVID the week before.
Yeah, because you have to wear your mask
you gotta wear your
5
mask
days
5
after.
days.
That's how I know they're
Yeah.
cracking down. Yeah, you have to wear your mask 5 days
I'll be honest,
after.
I don't even pay
Not
attention to
everybody
what
listens to that.
Yeah.
what's going.
Because I see somebody online.
Because guess
they
what?
had COVID, and
Guess
that-
what?
that
I'm gonna be
after that
real.
5 days, they was
After
out.
them 5 days, I was out and I ain't have no mask on. Because guess what? I didn't have no symptoms.
See,
so
this is why
I'm
we
just
gonna be in
saying.
a. See, we gonna be in a. I got Tiana.
It's
We
a
gonna
lot.
be. We gonna be in a pandemic.
I'm gonna be
Too
making
much
sea moss
people.
for a long time.
But
22 more
honestly,
years.
You can eat
I
the sea
didn't-
moss, it don't mean you're not gonna get COVID.
No,
No.
it's not gonna- but like I mean, if I had it since the first time, like 2020, I don't know, and I know that there are people who have had COVID and they did not want to say it.
okay,
Yeah,
now if you know that you have it, that's a different story.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
gonna
jacked up.
tell someone if I
Yeah.
know that I had it. But if I don't know, I don't even have any symptoms. Like I literally did not know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
accidental.
and I was
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
different.
y'all lying to me.
Yeah.
That's
You
different.
calling me up sounding sad, and
No.
I'm like, why you sad?
But there's
Yeah.
people who be like, oh, I feel a little symptom like, and then they won't even go to the doctor because I got something to do tomorrow.
Because you got a concert,
Yeah,
or you got a
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
care. That's
And
the
they
risk
don't
we all
wanna-
run
And
right now.
see, that's
Yeah.
why we're going to be in this pandemic for a long time, because if you can't really isolate or do what you need to do, you got to be transparent with people.
Well, that's why it was created, so that
Right.
it could cause fear, and you know, what? Zip your bag. You don't need your hand sanitizer. I'm just saying that
I'm good.
it's. Oh, I'm good too, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that
I'm good for 90 days, so they
want
say.
people to feel a certain way about it. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't want you to feel comfortable.
It's the infliction of fear, yeah.
Yeah. They don't want you to be comfortable. They want you to be fearful.
But now it's like you might as well deal with it because everybody's gonna get it. So it's just a thing. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah.
If you feel
So-
like you sick, stay home.
Yeah, and I believe the sea moss and the what you eating and what you drinking, all that plays a part in it. Because when I wasn't taking my sea moss regularly, when we thought we were expecting, that's when my immune system got low. But now that I'm back on the sea moss kick, your energy levels improve. I just feel a major difference when I'm on sea moss. And we got the sea moss queen here.
I'm not the queen.
You
though.
are the
I'm
queen
not
of sea
quite
moss.
the-
You make the best sea
Maybe in
moss
Frederick.
in the world. No, you make the best sea moss by far, and your little advice and tips help me make the best sea moss that I ever made in my life. The texture is great. Not good off the spoon, but it's delicious. So we've got Tiana Massaquoi here with us on I Am Boss podcast, who brought us something a little different today. We're welcoming you back into the studio. We're not drinking what we typically would drink because we're on our health and wellness kick today. So we are going to cheers to a drink that was made by our guest, our sis, Tiana Massaquoi. Now, Tiana, when we boss
in
up,
this
you're going to
drink?
tell us what's in this drink, all right?
Yes.
So you know how we do it here. On the count of three, we're going to say boss up. 1, 2, 3.
Boss
Boss up.
The thrill of victory comes with the agony of defeat. This life ain't for everybody. You don't know what it cost me, but no pressure. No pressure. I was made for this life. No diamonds. Made for this life. No diamonds. No pressure. No diamonds.
And what are we drinking today, Tiana?
So if you're familiar with like sorrel or hibiscus, it's that. You've got clove, pineapple, orange, all that for like the anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, I can taste the
Just
hibiscus.
it's heavy on the clove though. Like that clove, man.
So what are the advantages of this drink?
I mean, it's just healthy.
Okay.
Everything's anti-inflammatory.
Panera Bell, watch out.
Then
They hibiscus drink ain't got nothing on them.
the pineapple. So if you boil like your pineapple rinds and let that sit, it's just all sorts of goodness that you need, like nutrients and antioxidants. I'm not good at the day-to-day stuff. I'll write it on a cue card next time.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yes, yes, do
cayenne
that.
in here or is this ginger?
That's the clove
It sounds
and
like
ginger.
Oh,
yeah,
the ginger.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
So this definitely is a sip kind of
Yeah,
drink.
this is a sip.
You're right.
And if you want to get a little, add a shot or something.
Nah, we keeping it
Like
natural
if you
today.
were, you could do that.
You could do okay.
I mean, my aunties do that.
Well, actually, we went to an event at the Velvet Lounge, and the girl that was mixing the drinks, she mixed our mixed drinks with lavender.
That was
It was so good.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
So
good.
you can definitely mix alcohol in this. I would say for this one, I'd probably do a brown liquor.
Yeah,
I feel like
yes,
I
yes.
Cognac.
no, cognac.
A cognac would be good
Yeah.
in this.
Some Hennessy.
No.
Sorry.
It
Now
actually
she done made
tastes
it.
like a gosh, what are those drinks? Mule. It actually
mule.
kind of
It
tastes
does.
Like
Yes,
Or
I
it
vodka
tastes
then.
just like
yeah,
a
vodka
mule.
could work.
we may
honestly.
have to try that.
Because the mules usually it's the
It does
ginger
have a
mix.
little kick
Yeah, a
to
little
it.
spice,
It does.
a little
Right.
kick, you
You're
know.
right.
Oh, you are
You're
so
right.
right.
I
Go,
don't know those
Kayla.
drinks, but I mean, I'll
yes.
try it just one.
It
Hey,
tastes just
but
like a
today
mule.
we're gonna keep it nice and natural
Yeah,
because
that's good
we are
for
gonna
you.
talk
That's good for
health, wellness, and all that good stuff. But that is a really delicious drink, and thanks for sharing it with us.
So you were telling us earlier that you are thinking of writing a cookbook. I think is what
I started.
you started.
I had to slow down because every day I wanted to post everything I was making, and I'm always like all day long. Today I've made like 3 different types of bread, like morning buns, so like you can have that with like eggs and whatever. Then I got this one larger. It's like a cake, and I'm gonna put some chocolate in between it, and then like make that nice. And then I made hamburger buns because I'm gonna eat some eggplant later.
How do you
Nice.
have
Do
the
you
time?
not eat
Yeah.
it anymore?
I do, but it's got to be real clean. Like I feel amazing. At this point, if somebody said let's go for a 10-mile run right now, physically, I mean, in my mood, I'd be like, yo, it's kind of hot, but I could physically. I have the capacity. I can do it. So I'm just doing what feels good for my body and just listening to her. So yeah, sometimes like when it's really, really hot outside, I have no desire to eat meat. I definitely don't even want to eat bread. It's usually just like fruits and vegetables. I make some sort of dip or
That's
something
like
like that, and just stay hydrated. I realized we eat just way too much. Just like in general, we're just eating a lot,
Yes.
and it's not. It has no benefit, and it's mostly for emotional validation or dealing with stress or whatever. So, if I find myself like I want to eat, let me just go for a walk. And the girls, like our girls, they are so sick of me. Everybody is sick of me. Okay, y'all know that, right? Like nobody wants to live with me anymore. They're just, I'm a party pooper because I don't think the snacks are, they're just not good to me anymore. Like all the good stuff, like the chip. I used to love chips, so like nice salty chips or something like that. But I don't even really want that. So I don't know. It's just me.
So when you go to the grocery store, are they like,
No, because I go to the common market and it's people worse than I am.
oh,
So
okay. Yeah, that makes you feel a lot better though,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like I eat everything when I go to the common market because there's people there that are like, oh no, I don't eat. Like I only eat cucumber 3 times a week. And y'all do your thing, but I just started making the snacks that I want. So, what did I make?
You make fruit roll-ups.
No, but you could though.
You
That would
can
be
make
You
fruit
can make
delicious.
fruit
You probably
roll-ups.
could, yeah.
You can make fruit
Actually, now that
roll-ups.
you said it, girls would probably appreciate.
Yeah,
if I
you
Then
gave
they
it the
won't
world.
be sick.
Yeah,
of
they
you.
wouldn't be sick of that. Like they love when I make little pastries and like summertime. I always think tarts, so I do a tart
Yeah.
with fruit and stuff. Today I'm trying raw vegan things, and it's not raw food.
Okay.
But like you don't warm your ingredients over like 100 and some degrees. So in order to make the crust for a pie or a tart, normally you have to bake it, and then it's cooked. So it's like peanut butter, or like you can use dates, lots of nuts, and then you ground them up, and then you stick them in your little mold, and you freeze it so it can stay nice and solid, like that. So just trying different stuff.
How do you have the time? Because I feel like time is needed to eat healthy, to have a healthy, balanced lifestyle. I think that requires a lot of time, which is why I think a lot of people in our community, some people work 2-3 jobs just to survive, and buying this stuff is expensive. Eating healthy is not cheap.
It
or
does
for the
take a
week.
lot of time.
And then cooking from scratch.
Yeah,
And
so
cooking
how
from
do
scratch.
you
Takes a lot of
have so much time to do this? Because I want to eat healthy, but I
Yeah.
eat healthy on a like time constraint, like quick healthy.
So first, y'all know my husband's African. Y'all know I'm on a budget. I need everybody to understand that. So I do not go into. I go into the store sometimes. They're like, "You want me? You want me? To hold on." I'm like, "Yeah, hold on a second, cause, I have to plan everything before I go in the store. I know what I'm getting. I know the meals I'm probably going to make that week.
That's the secret.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do have
do
to-
not go into the store during this recession, inflation, everything else we got going on, with no plan.
Yes.
Don't do that.
I'm a firm believer
Yes,
with
do
that
not do that.
because I spend less and get exactly what I
you
need
need.
when I actually keep it old school and write down my grocery list.
Yes.
So you're right. That's the secret. Write
So
write your
write
stuff
out
down.
your grocery list, but like by planning out what you want to make, and it doesn't. You can change what you cook on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, but it's really just like having those specific things that you need. I'm with we have a family nonprofit now that's changed since the last time I was here, and with that, part of what we're trying to do is show people in our community how you do it. Like I was not born with a silver spoon. But at the end of the day, like when you want to live a certain type of way, you go after it. So it's the same thing. Physical health you can't get it back.
And that's the best form of self-care too, which is what we try to preach here, is like finding what works good for you to take care of yourself. But one thing I can say is that a lot of people in our culture, black and brown, we don't really know sometimes how to put ourselves first because we think buying materialistic things
Yes.
is what's treating yourself. Like,
Right.
oh, I'm going to go out and buy this bag, or I'm going to go out and get this. But that doesn't mean you're taking care of yourself.
No.
I think as a culture we're getting better at
We
that.
are progressing.
Yeah.
We've definitely progressed a whole lot from that. I think a lot of people are trying to be natural. I think a lot of people are trying to go organic, vegan. Like we've come a long way. If
But-
you don't know how to like actually go out and make your food, you must not have a computer.
No, it's
But
a
there
lot. It's
are a lot
I
of
think
people
that
who
I-
don't know. Like I have a few
Well, then they
people
don't
ask.
know because they don't want to know. Is how
They
I
don't.
feel.
They
Yes.
don't. They want,
Nah,
but they
they-
do want to know. It's a lot of people who feel a lot of shame. They're like, I'm scared to ask certain people that don't look
Girl,
like
they can
me.
Google it.
No, I get it. There are some people that don't know, and I'm helping several people right now, which is why I want to be a part of a community. Because I'm not a health coach, and I'm far from healthy, but I do work out, and I try to be health conscious or whatever. But I literally did just have a conversation with two black females who were like, I feel more comfortable asking you because if I ask the person that I work with, I feel like they're going to judge me. Like they don't look like me, so I don't feel comfortable. And I'm like, well, just Google. Like I do say that. And she was like, I've tried that, but I don't know where to start. So I'm like, all right, I'll go shopping with you. Let's go
Yes.
shopping on, whatever day she's going to tell me, and we're going to go together. I'm like, I don't do the cooking in my household unless I'm making soul food or something. My husband, I'm blessed that he does all the healthy cooking, but I can tell you what your basic needs should be if you want to start a healthy lifestyle. So I get where you're going with that. There are
Yeah.
people that don't know where to start.
It's overwhelming. Like if you have lived, when I think about who I'm targeting mothers who are working, because I have been a working mother, and it wasn't easy. Like y'all know that's one of the reasons I was so pressed to get married again, because I was like, this is tiring. I can't do all this. I'm about to pop one of these kids, y'all. No. But I knew what was most important. I wanted to be able to focus on my overall health and mental health and physical health. So I will say, if you don't have a spouse, you need to find a supportive community. Find another single mom who is not going to sit there and play games and who's going to be serious.
Accountability.
About the journey. Because the better you are in terms of your physical health, the clearer you can think, you can make better decisions. And then you may turn around and say, hold up, maybe I was holding myself back this entire time. So starting with, learning how to budget and prep meals, going through the store, looking at the ingredients, how to read labels, stop eating out, as much. Like, I like to eat out, but like at a place where I know what I'm eating isn't going to, set me back.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here working every day to live a healthy lifestyle, no, I may not pig out on something. I'm not going to eat a what them things growing up? Oatmeal cream pie. Y'all remember oatmeal cream
Yeah.
pie?
Oh yes, we have those in our house.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't
We
had
have
one.
all the snacks in
Yeah,
our house,
they-
by the way.
Steven-
Actually, everyone comes to our house and eats all
That's
the
the
snacks.
only time I eat
By the
snacks.
way.
That's the only
But
time I eat
Those
snacks.
things, that's not even real food. Like, it's literally not
Hey,
real food.
you gotta treat yourself.
But
And
treat
why-
yourself to real food.
But
Cardboard.
hey.
Hold up. Y'all not going to do me like this.
I have it in my house, and I'm saying I do agree. I agree with you. I don't have it for the sake of me because everyone here knows that I barely go in that closet and take maybe like
Listen,
one or two.
that's-
I will go
yeah,
in
you
the
real
closet.
disciplined
Look,
with that.
I will go in the closet one day, and I'm like, dang, they all go, and the box is empty.
Not from me. Who's eating the snacks? Her husband.
Everybody eats the
But
snack.
her house is the
I will
snack
go
house. I only
every
eat
once in a while.
snacks
It's very
there.
seldom. And when I go, I'll be like, dang, must not be meant for me to have one.
Listen,
then.
I
Look,
grab them by the
I might as well
handful.
just go.
Oh.
But
When
I am bad with the fast food. I'm terrible with fast food.
Did y'all know Chick-fil-A's the basic chicken sandwich
We were just talking
has
about this, actually.
55 ingredients. I made buns, little roll buns today with maybe 7 ingredients, including the seasonings.
That's
'Cause
why I
I'm
don't eat
lazy.
the chicken sandwiches.
How
I
about
eat
we
the
do
nuggets.
I Am Balls cooking with
Sure, that's
Tiana
Tiana.
because maybe I can learn some things.
Now,
okay?
Or maybe we
I
go to
just
her
used to try.
Teach us
nonprofit.
your ways, or yeah.
Well,
So-
speaking,
Look,
so
teach
speaking
us
of
your ways.
nonprofit, so I've heard that term thrown out like different companies, not just with you, but since you mentioned it, I want to talk about that. So is there a misconception about nonprofit? People think that with nonprofit, you know, they're giving to the community, they're just giving. And like, let's just say you've got a nonprofit company that teaches people how to prepare food or cook and how to shop. What if I had a for-profit company that did the same thing? Am I no longer serving like the community aspect of it? Like, doesn't nonprofit make money?
Yeah, nonprofits, it's a different type of business structure, and if you're smart, you should always look to make money. The difference with nonprofits is how you go about doing that and who that money ultimately
goes
ends
Gotcha,
with.
gotcha.
So with a for-profit entity, like those are your funds. If somebody donates $1,000 to Keep Still Cares Foundation, which is the name of our nonprofit,
What is it?
Keep
Keep
Still
Still
Cares.
Keep
Y'all know my
Still
husband's
Cares.
business is called Keep Still. So this is like, you know, his little baby, and I'm sitting there taking care of his little baby.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to let me have another baby.
Hey, that's
I wanted a baby.
That support system now. Support
Yeah.
your man.
Yeah.
No, I wanted a baby, but I got the nonprofit instead. So, but with if you give $1,000 to Keep Still, that's Keep Still's. It's not ours. Even though we're the founders, we don't get to touch. I mean, we touch it to use it towards the mission, whatever the mission of the nonprofit may be.
Okay, gotcha.
So I like Keep Still Cares.
So are you saying, so like in my business, yes, the money comes ultimately through the business and I can dictate what happens,
You get a
Does
percentage of that.
Whatever I want it to be, yes.
Gotcha.
Which can be 100%, you know what I
Right.
mean, after expenses, let's just say. But in nonprofit, is there a CEO? Is there a board
There's
of
a board of
directors?
directors. You have to have a board of directors.
Okay, so does the CEO get paid as well?
Yeah, yes. We would hope that.
Like, is it a salary?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it all depends on each nonprofit. There are a lot of nonprofits that are just 100% volunteer run. Right now we are, and we'll probably stay like that for a while. The goal, where our mission has been up until an hour before leaving the house, my husband had another conversation and a wonderful bright idea. So we may be shifting our mission, but our goal had been to build capacity in communities for nonprofits that are focused on health, youth development, and the arts through advocacy, grant making, strategic partnerships, and professional development. Essentially, we were looking to serve the servant, the individuals that have the great ideas that are going out doing the work. We're not going to shift too much, but we do want to leave a little bit of space because both my husband and I like doing events to an extent. So we're probably going to be doing more events than we initially planned to help with fundraising efforts. But other than that, I'm excited. Like, we just want to, start small and build. It's a little intimidating.
So
No,
it's-
it sounds great.
No, it sounds
Yeah.
interesting, but it sounds like nonprofit needs to change because you can have profit, and I think people need to go on with the
the
mindset.
biggest misnomer.
Yeah, I think it's like I forget the word, but it's very what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but it don't sound right. Like it shouldn't be nonprofit because it is.
No, you
get
would
money.
want
it's
your
just like churches. People think that church is
Right.
not a business. Like
it's a business.
it's a business. At
So
the end
why
of
is
the day,
it
it's
frowned
structured
upon?
like a business. You have a roof that, you know, how did it get built? Where's that money
Gotta
coming
keep the
from?
lights on.
The lights have to be on. The water
Gotta
has
have
to
the
be
toilets
running. And people
working.
think like they have a huge problem when you have a massive congregation.
The bigger
providing-
the congregation, the larger the budget.
But I think people get mad with that is that you know that it's a mega church, but we don't want our person up there leading us to
To have a
look.
plane or to have Gucci. Why?
I don't
Diddy
have a
does.
problem with it. I'm just saying. That's
I don't
it's
have
right.
a problem
I
with
mean,
it.
I don't
Listen,
have a problem with it.
I-
I think if Diddy can have a problem plane or Jay-Z can, we're giving them money.
But that's
Why-
America. America's backwards because why
Yeah.
is it that pastors making more money than an Never mind. Let me change that. That didn't come out right. I'm just saying,
Interesting.
like, how can
It is interesting.
It's interesting how
interesting,
America
yeah.
works. We put our money in other things that I feel like educators should be the number one highest salary paying job in the world. We should be higher than athletes. We're helping your future. And it should go by levels. Elementary should be the highest paid because we helping them be successful before they get to middle school and high school. And I stand by that. I believe that teachers, educators, we need more money because we are helping you, and everybody in the world.
I do agree.
Without
that
a
teachers-
teacher, you're not going to
Yeah.
excel. So that goes from
I think they're
parents.
underpaid.
Yeah, I
I'm not
definitely
sure
think
about
they're
the highest
underpaid.
paid.
No,
but-
we need more than we
I'm
need.
just being, look, I'm just being honest. I love that I can send my kid to someone who can teach them. However, it depends on how they doing their job. Because a lot of times we don't have educators who are doing their job the way that maybe as serious as you take it or the next person.
If they weren't underpaid, they probably would. It's some people that are
Negative.
miserable.
Some people, that's not their passion to be doing that. How many people do you know work for the money?
In education
Everybody-
right now, the majority of them, because they have no reason. If I've told
Yes,
several teachers,
I would
you should
honestly
quit.
say that.
You should
Yeah.
quit.
But I
Because
know
all of
people who
these
just
parents are
literally
ungrateful,
get-
the
yeah.
children are ungrateful, the
Exactly.
administrators are ungrateful.
And they can't even do nothing
Teachers.
about the kids being disrespectful.
Exactly.
They can't
So
do anything
teachers
about
hold
So
the weight
we're
right
there
now.
because we genuinely care. Like
Yeah.
it's like your back's up against the wall, or damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I leave, I'm not going to be happy. I've contemplated. I thought about going into pharmaceutical sales, making 6 figures automatically. It requires a lot of traveling, but then I'm like,
No.
this is all I,
I think
know.
every teacher or educator or youth development professional should consider monetizing their skills outside of whatever system that they have been working
That's
in.
facts.
Right.
We
I
talked
agree.
about
None of
that.
the system
That
anyway.
is it.
And we've
because-
already talked about this.
We've
Yeah.
talked about
For
that.
you, yep.
But it
we
sounds
have.
like everybody just needs to collaborate and network because a lot of people have skills and strengths, and nonprofits can help other people. And I feel like in our community, we don't really do that. And we talked about that on the show before, how it's always like, okay, well,
For
you want to
self.
start that? Well, then I'm going to go start that. Or it's for self. Like, what can I get out of this? But if people genuinely care about reaching out and touching someone, why does it always have some?
Why isn't there more collaboration?
That's the
rather
word.
than-
Say that
rather-
again, because that was good.
Why? Thank you. You're such an educator all the time. She's on education mode.
Collaboration
Or
versus
I used to be the
competition.
pastor. Say it again. Amen. Say it again. Let the congregation say
Somebody
amen.
did say I sound like a
mean-
pastor before in Barack Obama. This lady was like, has anyone ever told you read like Barack Obama? I said, what?
Stop.
I was like, no, but thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, like,
But no, seriously, like, why isn't there more collaboration between people that are in the same type of businesses? That's what I feel it's there. I believe it stems back from 400 years ago, how as a community we were divided, and we just haven't gotten out of that mindset.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, I have a community, like we all help each other. You'll call me, I need you real quick. Can I drop? Of course, you know, or, oh, can you grab Carter for me? 'Cause I'm running late, at the zone, whatever. Like, these things happen. I mean, we are family,
That's
but
the
even
village.
outside
Right.
of
we're your
that,
village.
But I know I could call you and the same
If you
thing.
need something with
I
these
mean,
children
you know
now.
what I'm
That's a
saying?
village,
Like, it
though.
has to
Not
happen.
coming out the house for nothing
Real,
crazy,
he'd be
though.
there if I need, right? You could
Well,
pick the
Rel is
kids
part
up.
of this village now.
But
We need you to pick these kids up. You
I
gotta
come
pick
get
these
the
kids
children.
up.
I mean, you
get the children.
homeschooling the kids, but there's a
Yes.
homeschool community too that you don't have to do it on your own. I've contemplated homeschooling because of that community. I would need that.
Yeah.
There's no way I could do it on my own.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of petrified. I'm excited, but I'm still petrified because this is a well, you're talking about the Bible. You know, Scripture talks about how important it is for those people who are in positions specifically of preaching and teaching to be aware of what you're saying. And I think so many people get a platform and they just, it's about me, it's about me. Listen, I'm just guiding these young women to a space where they can learn at their highest and best. So we're going to be homeschooling in the fall, and we're doing it with a couple of other young black women, girls.
I saw a funny story. Hate
Yeah.
to cut you off, but I saw my childhood best friend was in that picture with you. She's an amazing woman. Camille. Yeah, we were childhood best friends. Hey, Camille.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw her in the picture. And it's funny because when I moved to Frederick, we lost contact. And then like 11, 12 years ago, we were downtown Bethesda, Silver Spring or something in a lounge and in the bathroom washing our hands. And I look over, I'm like,
It's her.
said the name, and we reconnected again. So I was like, I didn't know that she did the homeschooling thing either, but you've got a good circle
I
because
don't
she's
know
a
if
good
she's
girl.
homeschooling.
Oh,
I have to
then
double
what you
check.
there for?
So she's going to be working with
Sorry.
a mentoring program. So there's a mentoring program up at Frederick High School for young ladies.
Okay.
So I'm involved in that, and so she's going to be with the board president.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's going to be really, really dope because those girls up there, Frederick High is, I don't know what Tuscarora got going on, but
Well, y'all gotta spread your wings and come on over, son.
that is the
Okay.
plan.
If
There's
y'all ever need a speaker, let me know. I'd love to come
well,
over and talk to some of the girls.
I mean, we just want them to see black women in all of our, not just black women, but especially us,
Minority.
in all our glory, different shades, different flavors, different styles, everything. Everybody is needed, and because the girls are so different, they have such varied interests. Very different backgrounds. Frederick High right now, I want to say, is about 50% Spanish speaking. So that's a whole new opportunity because, I mean, we don't need to just support black girls.
They
but
need
brown
role
girls
models,
too.
too.
Yeah.
So and also allowing different cultures to see black women in a different light.
Yes.
Because one young lady told me, she was like, "You're kind of cool." I was like, "Oh, kind of." I'm like, super dope. She was like,
I hate
Don't
when kids
downplay my
say
down.
that.
yeah, don't
Like,
downplay
yeah.
me. And so
Living my
she
life.
said the only other black lady I thought was this cool was Megan. Y'all know I fell out when she said it. Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh.
I wanted to pop her. I was like,
I'm
That
better.
is not okay.
Yeah, that's a.
listen, that's one
I mean,
flavor.
she dope though.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
that-
but it's
that's
just,
that's
it's
one
different
flavor.
We're just on a
But there's
different-
more.
But there's another.
What about
this-
Michelle
different tone of
Obama?
home.
Like we could have started.
Yeah, we
in
could have
so many
started.
different
We
places.
could have said Oprah Winfrey.
But she
Right.
was,
I'm gonna say
she's
Megan.
young. She's, that's who you see.
that's
You're
what
into
they
the
see.
music.
Yeah.
No problem. Go for it. I just want us to make sure that young girls are not feeling like they have to adapt and turn into a different person so they can learn. Like that doesn't make sense to me,
And trying to keep up with what they see on social media. The fact that she named a celebrity when there's dope women right in your community. Like she could have said, "Oh, I know Stephanie." It's like I'm joking. She don't know me. But I'm saying, like, I feel that's something we need to do too. I want to help out with that too, and I think
I'll
we
make sure
all
all
could
of
be
you
a
Well,
learn
that's
part.
funny
how to-
because
You
I
did
all of
though.
you
I
learn.
You
did.
did.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did do
You
a-
did
I
high
did do
school.
I spoke at Frederick High School for an organization that does a summer program for homeless children.
SHIP. Students are homeless in part.
No, that wasn't. I don't think that's what it's called.
New Horizons. Something around there. That's part of SHIP.
Yeah.
That's their
Oh,
program. Yeah.
okay. So I spoke to the girls and boys there, and actually one of the moms of the son, she called me. She said, "You must have made a really good impression on my son because he remembered your name and what you do, and he wanted the lady there that brought me in to introduce me. He wanted to introduce me to her so that she could give me your information." And she called me. She was living in a hotel.
Yeah.
It was a really, really sad situation. So they asked me to help them.
All it takes is just one.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's why it's something like when kids see someone that looks like you, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not good at what I do, but I feel like, I am good at what I do, but it's not because of the books that I learned or read or, the classes that I took. It's because kids ultimately want people around them that look like them and can relate to them. I mean, I could tell a kid the sky is green, and they're gonna be like, yeah, Mrs. C said the sky is green, so it's green today. And it's like, and I need you to calm down because the sky is purple. And they're like, I'm calm down because, yeah, the sky is purple. But it's like somebody else could say the same thing, and it's like they don't relate to that because I can calm them down when they are escalated, but I also can relate to what they're going through when they are just being regular. And I think that's what our kids or people in the world in general need to see. So the collaboration part is key. And that's how we're going to move forward and continue to progress as a community. Is to lean on each other and not be in competition with each other. Each one, teach one, reach out, touch someone. Yeah, something. I was singing last time.
I know, and
but I'm not going to do that. I know, right? That was like a moment.
Come in, but like the way this thing is set up,
you know, the Lord says,
make a joyful noise, because ain't no rocks fitting to cry out for me. No. See, I break out singing spirituals.
See, I sing anything if the moment's there.
Like somebody hold my mule. Y'all know that one?
No,
nope.
girl.
See, y'all know hold my mule. You know hold my mule.
Know it.
Ain't there?
No, I only know. That might be. That's a
I
Negro
need a
spiritual.
for that one.
You what?
Wait, what are you, Methodist?
Hold on.
United Baptist? Because if you Baptist, I don't know it. I'm United Methodist.
Oh no, not Baptist. I actually don't like any of these labels.
Right now, I'm bedside
anymore.
I don't either.
I'm deep bedside. I am deep.
I do belong to a church, but I'm bedside now.
I'm bedside too.
Virtual.
What's weird about it? So I started coaching at a Christian school out here. I'm not going to say the name. And I have been just intrigued by the love that many of these people in the community have at this particular church and school community. But there is something that I'm working through where every time I see them, ooh, this is just really honest. This is very honest. I want to pop somebody.
Oh,
honestly, not like
What are you talking about? She took it to a whole. I'm like, wait, I'm waiting for something.
I need to know why.
Why? Because I know where you work, and I like Coach.
They're good folks.
Yeah,
they're good folks.
But you just
it's not even the athletic. Nothing to do with the athletics. And maybe y'all are used to it because y'all been out here for a while. But I come into certain spaces and things just look and smell and remind me of white supremacy. And they don't even realize it oftentimes.
Yeah.
And so it's me trying to tell myself, I want to be involved in this community. I really love these folks, y'all. I really, really do.
But maybe they don't know.
I know they don't
son
know.
went there.
Yeah, maybe they.
So I'm working.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm working.
Even their
through
advertisement, it has no black or brown.
Oh.
I don't think they understand that. And some places are not aware. It's
starting to twitch.
It's the bias.
I don't do about
it's
that.
the
not
bias
stuff.
where
we are too far in life to be talking about we're not aware.
But
anymore.
some people
No,
don't
it really,
know
it really
that
is a deep blind spot.
I do think it is a deep blind
They don't
spot.
even see it. When you point it out, I'm so
They're
thankful.
apologetic.
They hear
Yeah.
me, you know, and so it's just me trying to temper myself.
for some free tuition,
take-
I'll help revamp it.
Now let me tell you this,
Because I got a child going to
I
school in
wish
2
it was.
years.
If it was free, I could have, I could.
You might not be homeschooling.
I wouldn't be homeschooling, but
I mean, for a discount,
but
I can help.
Even I will say this.
Look, that's the mindset people always want. The mic. Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
You want her to talk into the
talk? Okay.
Speaking to the mic.
Speaking to the mic.
Kayla ain't spoken
even
all day,
though
but that's okay. She over there somewhere. All I see is the back of her head the whole time.
Even though I
know, girl.
I would love for the girls to go to a physical school, I still don't know because curriculum wise, like I'm done with all of it. Like I'm done with the lies and the history books. I'm done with the way y'all teach math is white. The way y'all teach this is white. I grew up going to a school that was run and it was started
Is it white
in
or do you
1909.
feel demonic? Like
No,
it's
I'm
like,
not gonna say demonic. No.
girl, that
I don't
that
feel
math is
that math is
such
crazy.
confusion. Who
Yeah.
created
That's
this
a
confusion?
lot.
Why you
Yes.
go backwards, go forward? We can't talk about education in front of this educator now. But I'm just saying.
that's public school. Math, Common Core standards. I'm not even gonna go there. I understand why things were done the way they were done, but ultimately we lost. I do feel like we're losing a lot of young people in the process.
It's starting earlier. Kindergarten, you hear kids saying,
Yeah.
I hate school, and that breaks my heart because kindergarten is not what it used to be.
No.
And parents don't understand. They come in and like, well, it's just kindergarten. No, it's not just kindergarten. Your child comes in at 8 o'clock, eats the breakfast for 10 minutes, and then it's straight to math or whatever. And math is hard. They're doing like, what's 8 plus 9?
I
At
thought
like,
math was simple back in the day.
no, it's, you know.
Oh, for me, it was simple
No,
back in the
in
day.
kindergarten, I
Simple.
remember learning how to cut, learning how to do my shapes and stuff.
These
Kitchen
kids are
set.
bright these days.
No.
They come out
The
bright
problem
though.
is-
No,
I
they
told
don't.
you that earlier
No,
today.
they
They
don't.
come out
They
bright.
come out
Y'all
knowing how to
kids
work.
is-
That's
no.
supposed to be
It's-
for their social development. That's
Yeah.
the problem. There's so much focus on the academic
Because it's
foolishness. They're not
hard.
developing those
Socially.
initial social skills that are so important. And now,
Yeah.
post 2 years out of school and the pandemic and everything, it's even worse.
Right.
So yeah, if you have younger children, they're not getting the
No,
social
the social piece
you know
is gone.
piece. They're not
And that's
getting
why
that.
they act out behaviorally. You know, that's why we have so many black and brown kids who are in the classroom because let's keep it real. Black and brown parents, 93% of y'all might be lower, but we're not at home working with our kids. So there, some kids are coming straight into kindergarten. They don't even know their last name. They don't even know how to identify any letters of the alphabet. Why? Because your mom, Bonquisha, is not at home
Stop.
teaching you properly.
Did
So
you
you
just call her
come.
Bonquisha?
I'm just speaking the
Her
facts.
name may be Betty. Don't be like that.
Exactly.
I've
Don't
never.
be like
well, Bonbon, whatever.
Sarah
Okay.
or Sally.
Sally.
I
I
mean,
mean,
but I'm just saying
Roger.
that they are
Not
not.
just Raheem.
Not just
They're,
right.
we're struggling in
You know?
those areas. Trust me, I'm an advocate. When those kids are struggling, I'm the main one who's like, "Come on, you got this." But it's like we can't do it all.
Oh, no.
So it starts at home.
Yeah.
And I do think some of the things in the curriculum were changed to kind of keep some people back and behind. And
Do you think that
It's
it's
America.
just
That's
that
not
even-
exactly with the prices of things and
it's a
how
joke.
this world is running right now that people just before the pandemic as well, but people just have to work, so they'll work more. The kids is letting themselves in the house. I mean,
Somebody say slavery.
that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be able to
That's a
use
part.
your resources and what you know in order to create your own income. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't take 12 hours to make money. It really doesn't. But that's not what we're learning, and that's not what we're teaching one another. I ain't gonna
So-
lie. I may work 4 hours a day.
I know that's
So
why.
after listening to this,
Yeah.
I mean, me myself, I mean, I know you're in the same boat that I am. We have young kids, and I want to send my son to school, but it's not for academic reasons. It's more for social and just patience and learning that you're not gonna be an only child forever, and there's other kids, so you gotta learn how to work the room with other kids. It's not about you anymore all the time. So that would be my reasoning for sending him to a school and then just having other kids to play with. But basically, after listening to what you said, what do you think is the best option probably for us? Would it be okay to send our child to
depends
school?
on the children.
I know
And
my
it depends on
answer.
your
It
lifestyle.
depends. Everything is based on the family. I say
Yeah.
we're a family. Like we are really a family-centered family.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's more important than the other person when it comes to the children, the adults. Like we try to be respectful of the children and model that so they understand what it means to be respectful of us.
Right.
And like I said, we're African, so it's not like we can't get take an earring off, but we tend not to have to go
Right,
there,
right.
And I think for our family, it started. Have you heard of attachment parenting?
Yes, I know
So
few.
Attachment
well,
parenting,
I
okay.
practice attachment parenting.
Oh Lord,
You're
you do?
whoa.
I practice ED. I think after a while, you kind of just
When you said practiced,
Yeah,
Practice.
practice.
Oh,
Easy.
past
That's
tense.
what you
Yeah,
said.
so
past
as
I
you're
thought you
younger,
meant you still.
it's
No.
something you
I was
do
gonna
as
tell
they're
you to
younger.
stop.
What's that?
No.
What is that? What is
So
that?
it's-
You're just like super
Attachment.
helicopter
no,
parent.
Yeah,
no,
like a-
you're not a hell.
Are you
Okay,
breastfeeding
okay.
until they're
I think-
12?
Tell us what it
We'll be
is.
hanging off of this little thing.
I know what it is.
So if you're
Right.
no.
We need a definition. Come
I
on.
know
I need- I
attachment
don't know what's
parenting
going
at
on.
its simplest is what I say, just an awareness and a consciousness of building the parent and child bond. That's it. It can be extreme. It could be, I've seen those extreme parents. I stopped breastfeeding. 2 years old I'm not pumping after 18 months. So I don't know how are you going to nurse? That was not even, I wasn't doing that. For some women, that's more than,
I think I
that works.
breastfed for
So-
more than 2 years.
Oh yeah, I just didn't have.
But I think there's different levels of attached parenting.
Right.
I get what you're saying. That's good
Because
parenting.
of how, again, I'm like just a regular black woman from PG County. What I saw was you get dropped off from kindergarten to 12th grade. I spent 8 hours with all these other people. And what relationship do I really get to develop with my parent? Thankfully, my mom did. I think she was really intentional about using our time together. And I think that's what it really boils down to, so that you have a relationship. And it's not just, like, no, that's my mom. And then because again, I've got girls.
So
I didn't want to have to fight.
Brooklyn was at the gym for 36 hours.
You know?
Something crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to, box these girls when they turn 18 because they feel like I couldn't talk to you about something. I don't have time for that. We're going to get it right the first go round. And then when y'all go and move out the house, because then my husband and I, we can live that
But
empty
you just
nesting
wanted another
dream.
baby, girl. Y'all ain't gonna have that
I
for
know.
about 50 more years.
I know.
But that's
Don't
the
be
healthy.
forever.
That's the healthy balance, though. I don't know if that would even be labeled as attachment. You just have a healthy relationship with your children where you're very transparent. I like to put that parent word in there. You're very open and showing your kids and teaching them, and they're right alongside you while y'all are learning and growing together. I think that's great parenting. Some parents shield their kids who are attached from the realness of the world.
Oh,
Like,
no,
I don't
you
let
catch
my,
all this.
like some people don't want to let their kids go to sleepovers or have social interactions.
Oh, no.
I was
or,
like that. Mommy didn't let me go to sleepovers and stuff. She
Now-
was like, "Why you want to lay your head on somebody else's
but
pillow?"
that's healthy for kids today. Like
To
being,
some,
healthy back
like,
then,
too.
like they come to your house.
yeah,
You
but
know,
at
like, they
least
cool,
but
but
kids
not
need
just
social
random.
interaction. You know, being a kid today, I couldn't be a kid in 2022. I would.
it's hard.
It's hard. Like they have so much to just live up to, and if you are your true self,
It's hard being an adult in 2022. What you talking
no,
about?
but
Talking about
kids have it hard because they're
They
so.
can't even, y'all remember
Social
how we
media.
just used to run out the house?
Yeah,
They
they
can't
can't
do
do
that
that
We
anymore.
just-
no,
they can't do that.
No.
You
Because
really
you
can't.
Why
I
they
used to
can't do
roll
that?
out and let
No.
the screen door shut, and
Yeah.
that's how they knew I
And
was
we-
gone, and I'd be back
With-
in whenever the
with
street lights
hours.
went out.
Yeah, with
okay?
sex trafficking and stuff, you gotta watch your
Exactly. I was
babies, your
gone.
little girls.
People are stealing boys, girls.
Yeah.
They're taking parts. They are exposing your children to all manners of madness.
Bullying. It's
a
I mean,
lot
that
hard.
happens on the internet with your kids sitting in the house on YouTube too.
That's why
Well,
being a
if you're
child is
very
hard
true.
in 2022. But
I
you
would
need that
hope.
attached parenting.
Or
Your
just-
parents should
just
know
an
what's going
awareness.
on.
Yeah, just an awareness.
Give us a
You know.
few steps. How do we change the lives of those people who don't do attached parenting? How would I begin? What are like a couple things you would say? Key things to do this. Well, you would need to boom, boom, boom. 3 things. Just 3.
Prioritize finding things that each child and you enjoy doing together. So our youngest McKenna, I started teaching her how to play Mancala at like 2.
Love that game.
That shorty be whooping my tail. Last night she got so mad. Ooh, she got so bad. But I beat her finally because she beat me for like the last 2 weeks. I haven't been able to beat her.
You know, there's
So,
if you go first, you win majority of the time.
the majority
Yes.
of the time.
That
yes.
is
the
that
truth.
game
I've
is
That
never
is
played
the
that
truth.
game.
It is.
So will this count? We have a little thing on our phones, and it's a game. It's Crazy Eights. I think it's Uno for real.
Okay.
But we play it on the phone. Does that
I
count?
like it.
You
no.
want the connection,
Yeah, you
face
want
to
to remove
face.
the
No, we'll be in the
Honestly,
same room.
honestly,
We sit
that's-
on the table and
I'm
do it.
winning at
It's not
this
the same.
attached parenting
Yeah,
thing.
it's-
I'm winning. I'm doing
I
a
bet
good job
you
It's
over
so
here.
much more than people.
So you got step
It's
one.
not like
No, I got step 1, 2, and
You don't
3.
even know the other two.
But she did.
Now, there's
Yes,
some,
I
like,
do. I
both of y'all
definitely
think
There are
do.
some
Yeah.
people who are very extreme. Like, I'm not talking about, there are people who practice sleeping with their children.
Oh,
No,
no.
You know, and
See,
like
I don't
they
do all
got the
that.
family
No.
bed and all that. Nah, y'all need to go. We got
No.
things to do. You
Right.
know, like you
Bye.
got to go.
The
So,
fupa is
there-
gone and you
there-
got things to
Let me
do.
tell you,
Right.
all of that. So
Get it.
yeah, just prioritizing that bond. Because then when the challenging times come, you've got
We
investment.
loved COVID. We
Yeah.
actually, we TikTok together. I mean, it was like
Y'all were
electronic.
TikTok.
That's
It was a lot
bonding, though.
electronic.
That's
but
bonding.
bonding.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I just felt like because I never really got into that stuff with my oldest, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just dummy
Just
down my
do
life and do what she
Yeah.
asked me to do.
Just-
And she was like, do it with me.
But
come
that's
here. Look.
important.
You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
connection. Kids
Now
want
I
to
can't
see.
pay her to do a TikTok
Kids
with me,
wanna
but
see
it's
you having
okay. My
fun.
oldest one want to do it.
She
with
want to
now.
do the old.
And I feel like
okay, so
every
spending
day,
time.
spending time every day. Even my son
We
will
do
be like,
play
"Mommy,
Uno
come
with
do
the
this
cards,
with me.
too.
Mommy, come do this." Or, "Mommy, I want to help if I'm cooking." He wants to help all the time because we do it a lot. So
Life
now
skills.
he wants to just do it.
You
He
should
wants
homeschool
to.
Cross.
I probably would, but I can't right now.
Now I will say this about the
You may
homeschool.
even-
I will not.
Because I like a lot of like personal time, just time to myself. That's the one thing I'm a little concerned about.
I'm disappointed about it.
I'm hoping that our youngest, because she's definitely more attached than our oldest daughter. The oldest daughter, I'm her emotional crutch at times. She's also a Scorpio, so teaching her how to deal with her emotions is a lot because we be going through. So she's, even though she don't want to feel like she need to be next to me all the time, she needs me more emotionally. McKenna, the youngest, she just wants to be next. If she could have came and sat on the couch, y'all, it would have made her life. But no, it's, the grown-ups. So
step 1, prioritize, make time.
Family
Family
time.
time.
Time with them.
Okay.
yeah, and especially like one-on-one with that individual child, because when you have more than one, it's like, oh gosh.
I think I'm too busy.
Yeah, sometimes like 4 hours.
I'm done. Parent.
Yeah.
But I'm a good parent. But
That's
I'm
too damn busy.
But I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah.
With the laptop on my lap.
I mean, it happens though. Like
Okay.
there's seasons.
But
where that's
kids-
what
need to
it
work
is.
on
But
myself.
kids
I'm
need
trying
to
to work on it, so
see.
tell me another
They need to
step.
see that because that's healthy though. That's healthy, busy. Like, okay,
They
my
don't
mom's
care.
busy.
They don't want work
They're
like me.
seeing
They're
how to
looking like,
handle
I
that
don't wanna do that when I
stress.
grow up.
I was gonna say, like, just
That's
talking
healthy.
about it, like why I choose to do what I do, and they understand
So
what that brings to
communication?
your life
Is that number
and how
2?
important.
Communication?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
communication.
So
Yeah.
setting time, bonding,
Bonding,
communication.
Um,
Yes, communication is key
I
though.
feel like
Talking
that's
to your
really
child.
all that it is. I didn't like read a whole bunch of
Getting
books.
on their level, I think.
Yeah,
Letting
you
them know
think-
you
yeah,
understand
yeah.
Well, she know
what
all that
they're
stuff.
going through. Because, I'm not good at gentle parenting. I prefer to be a little rough around the edges. And I'm not going to tell you that. I don't do that. But Nuri is going to have me in CPS. I know it when she goes to school. They're going to call CPS on me. And I'm like, I didn't even do that. But anyway, it's cool. I'm going to deal with it when it comes. But we're not going to keep putting that in the atmosphere. But I tried the gentle parenting thing. Because, they'd say, like, talk to them. And I'm very gentle to kids at work. But with her, I just don't have the time because I don't got no patience. But I tried it, like, last week in the kitchen. And I said, Art, I'm going to try this gentle parenting thing. And he was like, okay. So she's, y'all know how she crying is loud and annoying. So I just said, all right, I'm going to get on her level. And I did it. And it was just fakest thing ever. And I was like, what's wrong? I said, I can see you're upset or through those tears. And I'm literally talking to her like this. And she's like, yeah. And she's falling for it. I'm like, she likes this. I was like, no. And I said,
They love it.
I said, do you need a hug right now? She said, I do. I said, will a hug make you feel better? I said, okay. I gave her a hug. I said, so how are you feeling now? She said, I'm better. I said, show her ass in the kitchen. I said, Art, that worked. And then but she calmed down. I was like, I am not doing that again. Like, that just didn't feel natural. So I can't do that
Listen,
part. Like,
my
I can do
aunts-
everything else. But that voice, like, sometimes you just got to know, like, I said, stop it.
Nah, my aunts looked at me
Right.
like, you plan on doing what?
You gentle parent
You
like
want
that?
to do what? You don't plan on spanking? They looked at like
Everyone
I had
says that to
lost
me.
my mind. I did not spank Sheridan at all, the oldest girl. McKenna, I felt so bad. She just used to get dragged because she was like, since the age of 2, I'm trying to tell you, she put her foot down and she meant what she said when she said no. And I was like, oh no, your mother got time today.
Yes, that's how I feel. Square
would,
up, sis.
We would square up. But my husband, when I met him, I had already gotten to that point where I was just like, I'm tired of this. And it really came from being tired from working. So a couple months before he and I had connected, I said I need to drop my hours back because I'm just way too
I'm gonna try that with
tired.
me tonight.
Like, I just
Because
cannot.
I mean, I really believe that if I cut back some things in my life,
Well, it all
and
comes
didn't
down
pay
to
no bills,
lifestyle.
I would be
Exactly.
happy.
I would be better if I just,
like if you
I
just gave
didn't
me
have
the
no
money
job.
and I just got to spend
Right.
it.
Don't y'all
and
get
then
me
I
in
didn't-
trouble now.
So it sounds
Listen.
like make time with your kids, communicate,
And
get on
let's-
their level, and quit your damn job.
Yep, that's what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
I'm always telling y'all this.
That is
And
gentle
Yo,
Get
parenting.
it
listen,
done.
I could be
Listen.
so gentle if I had a
That's
damn
how
job.
it is.
Make it
Because
organic.
I know Steven came in the house last night and was like, there ain't no food. No, there ain't no food today.
Well, realistically, because my husband and I, we talk through this all the time. I did not grow up with ever looking to go 50-50 on a nothing, y'all. It just was not in my brain. I understand working and I understand having your own money. I get it all. But if he and I can agree on a budget, right? So like you make the money, all right, that's cool. If we can agree on this budget, can I just chill? I mean, I'm still gonna do stuff. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna keep myself together, right? I'm always be ready because I'm always relaxed.
Oh, I like that. Ready and relaxed.
Ready and relaxed.
I like
So
that
that's
too.
what. See,
But
Art,
see,
if
there's
you
a lot-
listen,
but there's
if you
a-
lift this
you
job
can't-
up off me, you get it whatever you want.
There's a humility that comes with it, right? Like, and I'm not saying be fake, but y'all understand, men are just
They need
just
somebody to brush.
It don't
the-
take
just
much
the
to
ego
please
a little
them.
But
bit.
when you
Yeah.
have young, because I was at home when my kids were younger, and I being at home with them all day, I don't know, maybe I.
who's sitting in the house all day. I didn't say sit
She
in the
be
house
in-
all
she
day.
outside.
Well, I would be out too.
I'll be outside. Y'all
But
know I'll be outside.
Yeah, no, I don't know. The kid, like just being home with raising kids, just
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if
not
that
for me.
was
I
not-
can be a
just-
stay at home. I just don't want the
Yeah.
mom part.
Yeah,
I don't understand
I think
that.
that's
but
my
wait,
problem.
y'all, ladies,
No, I want to
Ladies,
send her to
like you wanted
daycare.
another kid. I'm looking at you like
I really wanted another baby.
I'm just trying to get my through
y'all.
high
Can I just
school,
say I
college,
wanted
like,
to have my
ah.
husband's? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well,
And I
We're
don't
not
know
going there on the
it
show.
can still happen.
what happened. You want
Nah,
babies?
he's just like
Like
Thank
not
you.
today.
Hold it, brother. Hold it together.
no.
Hold your
just one
hibiscus.
time. Just for one time. I gotta
Pick
catch
up your
him
skirt, grab him. Don't let
She
her
said
have
I'm gonna
him.
catch him
I
slipping.
gotta catch
Oh my
him
god.
slipping one time.
Yep.
That
I was
rhymes.
rhyming for once.
That rhyme. Pick up your skirt.
Pick up your skirt, grab your.
You know, you messed it
I don't
up. It was
know.
good the first time. If you want to hear it again, run it
Rewind
back.
it.
Rewind it. But you was on to something with that. But yeah, so attachment parenting, all that's good. Why was the main reason you started homeschool? So we know the curriculum, but are you?
Yeah, that curriculum. Also, as I mentioned, the oldest girl, she's a Scorpio, and I'm not saying that I live my life based on the signs, but she is so true to it in terms of her emotional depth and need.
Mm-hmm.
And middle school is not the place to send girls who are not emotional. Like,
Not for the week.
it is not for the weak.
'Cause
Y'all know
that's
my
what
baby is
ruined
like
me.
almost 6'4". She's got braces and she just got glasses.
Oh, you gotta be
It's
tough.
just, it's like she's like the perfect kid to start journaling on the first day of school. I'm not gonna set her up like that. So we're trying to see how we can still give you all of the real life experience that you need. I'm not trying to shield you from anything, but I also don't want to let you be a punching bag.
Yeah.
So
But she might go to
Seem
school and excel because, believe it or not, there are a lot of kids who might look like her. She might become friends with the one who's the shortest person in the school with
you
glasses
can
and
do all
braces.
that.
I
Yeah, it's
feel
just
like
too much
everybody
going
in the
on.
school you can find a friend anywhere. I think my only,
There is
If I
too
were
much
to-
going on. She
if
be
I-
coming home
and
talking
because,
about
y'all,
mommy. I didn't seen X, Y, and Z.
I'm in both of the middle schools. Either one of the middle schools she would go to, I'm in there. No way.
yeah.
No way. That she can, no.
I think it's a lot going on. I think if I were to homeschool, it would only be because I know everybody's
I
doing
think
what
the
they need to do
curriculum
for
for me.
safe
big
reasons, but it's just so unpredictable. But then again, you could go to the mall and lose your life. But with the school shootings and things, that's my biggest fear.
Mine is curriculum.
But curriculum is a big
Yeah,
piece.
mine is the
And
curriculum.
what you get to do. So
And
like,
also, I think so like whenever your child goes to school, it's not even about like you're teaching them the right things at home. They're learning from what other people might teach their kids at home. So it's like, dang, they teaching you that and you're not even getting it from me yet. And
Yeah.
you learning that, like, I can't deal
Yeah,
with that.
it's-
At least let me tell you what the real is.
Exactly,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And
But
then
you're
you
learning
can-
that at school.
I mean, we
I don't
had
have
to deal
time
with
for
that,
that.
too. I think it's times 10, but we dealt with that too. I mean,
We wasn't learning about
No. I wasn't
Well,
even
that's-
thinking
well,
about
that-
those
I
things.
went to
things-
private Christian school. Y'all
I
didn't
was
know
not
about my
thinking
experience.
about any
Those-
of those things. Even
those
if it
things
went
were
past
still
me,
happening.
I
I
probably
think it
wasn't
was
even
more
second guessing it.
private back then. Now the kids and not the parents not being at home, the kids have more resources that they can go find stuff. So that's just the difference
TikTok.
in what we used to do back, like how it was back in the day.
I think that this compared to growing up in the 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s, this is a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
The access to whether it's drugs, inappropriate content online, physically, there's just a host of things going. Like girls aren't getting pregnant like they used to, but children are still catching STDs, and that is a problem. because it's going to lead, hopefully it doesn't, but infertility and those sorts of challenges. So we got to really sit back and think about
That's gonna happen for
what
the
are
vaccine too.
Oh, well, I wasn't even gonna go there. But that's the issue as well. Like if I have to, for my oldest daughter, she got it. She got it really clearly one day. She asked me, like, Mommy, can I just get vaccinated? And I was like, look, when you get married one day and you go out, oh my gosh, like that, it's just certain things I refuse to be responsible for as a parent. And I don't want to risk certain things for my daughters that for them to possibly have those sort of health challenges. So I just had to be I really had to stand my ground with it, because there's a lot of pressure for all children to be vaccinated right now for everything. And I'm not just COVID, but even for monkeypox. I think they're getting ready to push another one.
And they
that,
do
so-
go ahead and do that.
I don't know what to tell you. It's like,
Yeah.
so I told her, like, this is why. I don't care. If you want to go to camp, that's cool. You want to go travel, that's cool. All I'm literally thinking about is your ability to conceive when you get older one day. And if that's not a priority for you, you may not understand the full weight of that right now at 11 years old.
Right.
But when you're 18, 19, that will break my heart.
You know the real agenda behind all of those things.
Yeah.
And that's why your main focus is for them to not give up that right in their bodies, to allow what they're putting in us to make them not be able to conceive. And that's what it's going to do. And it's because it's all about population control.
And I think that
That's
could be
what
true
that's what
because
it has to do with the food.
I
and
suffered a miscarriage, and I know a
Yeah.
lot of people, like I know 4 other women who have recently suffered
It is a
miscarriages,
huge issue.
and all of us are vaccinated, and I'm wondering if that does have a correlation. Now, I could be like the monkey
Nah,
wrench
I do
because I
believe.
do believe that I have other issues too, but I'm saying like maybe the vaccine did play a part in that, because they tell you infertility is,
A side effect.
it's a side
It
effect.
is.
So I'm very, I'm like, dang, well, maybe the vaccine did have some part of that. But it's like the women I know, I'm like, well, were you vaccinated? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Wow.
I mean, you
So-
think about it, they took all of your rights away when they told you had to get it to go back to work, or you
Yeah.
had to get it to do this and that. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
So,
It's just a lot to think about. But I do feel like your daughter and kids today, you just got to be in their business. Like, I feel like some parents are like, I just want to give them their space, or they're on their phone, letting them do their thing. Like, oh, they're up in their room, they're fine. No, your child probably is not fine. Like,
Yeah.
get in
They're
your
watching
child's
porn.
business. They could be, because everything is so, all it takes is just, if you don't even know how to ask the question, all you got to do is be like,
they
Hey,
ain't got know how
Siri.
to spell. They
you
can be
don't.
like,
Right.
Hey Siri,
Hey,
Right.
Siri.
let me see her
Blah,
throw
blah,
it back.
Oh,
Right.
no. Not Siri.
What? Siri.
Yeah. So whatever. And the thing is, you want your kid to learn it from you first, because
Yeah.
I'm in school and I'm only at the elementary level, 5th
That's
grade.
why I make sure that
poppin'.
in our bedroom we are active, so they can hear it right outside the door. Just
Stop.
No, I'm just joking.
Stop.
I'm just a mess.
I was not ready for that.
was so
Nah,
funny.
I was
you-
just trying to be
I was gonna
light.
say, hey,
But
I think
real
that's healthy.
question.
It was
That's
fun.
Did
healthy.
y'all ever know when y'all parents was doing the do?
No.
I
Not
did.
in my house.
I used to know. This has nothing to do with attached
I
parenting,
don't know if my
but I
mother
used
said
to know
sex.
when Brenda and Steve was getting it in, the sickest thing ever. My dad would come in my room, give me a kiss on the forehead, and then I'd hear their door shut, and then I'd hear
You
the
need
little
the
head
pattern.
That's
going,
hilarious.
going like
Oh,
that.
Lord. It's
It
too
didn't
much.
last long, though, Daddy. I
I
need
don't
you to
know
work
if my
on
mom
that.
said sex is my brother.
And then Steven will be in his room, because Steven slept with his
Oh
parents
my
till he was like
gosh,
12th grade.
Stop.
So then I'd wake up and be like, oh, you was in the
Stupid.
room? And then Brenda wake up all chipper and stuff. I was like, oh, he got some ass last night. And I was a virgin too. I'd be like, oh, if I can't get no ass, you ain't getting no.
Stupid.
But yeah, I used to know. That's disgusting. I don't want I don't want her to ever know when I do that.
Can I tell y'all something?
Sure.
Do you know for the first time in 5 years, we've been married 5 years, one of the children knocked on the door last night, and we were both like, you gotta
I'm
be
coming.
kidding me. No, but
Literally.
I was like,
That's why your skin
Oh,
all
no.
nice and bright now.
no, this is my makeup. This is my makeup for Kayla.
Flourishing.
Yep, did this show you
Got
my
her
makeup?
little-
She's like,
ain't
Mommy's-
got no fupa
So
no
look,
more. They
Mommy's
really
praying.
getting it.
I know. Fanny
Look.
pack sitting all
Fanny
flat.
pack. So last time we were talking about people being natural, and you said, "Who does that? Who just gets out of bed?" And that is going to be be forever one of my favorite ever like conversational moments because you were so. It looked like you were so.
Well, I just get out of
And I
bed
just
now, girl.
put-
Yeah,
look
she's a
good.
natural
Look,
queen.
I throw my little. I got some
So
oil.
tell me you got some
Not
good
the oil.
moisturizer,
With this,
though.
I got oil.
Look, yes,
That's my
everything kind
makeup.
of glow. Girl, yes.
Are you
Who's that
proud?
by? Who's that
Yes,
by?
I
It's
am
honest.
honest.
Oh.
Every
It's
This
a
is
good
trying.
company, too.
What is it?
Right,
What's
it's
it, like a
honest.
tinted
No.
moisturizer?
Yes, like a tinted moisturizer.
But
Where you
y'all-
get that from?
Girl,
The Common
it's
Market?
The glow.
Okay.
Target?
Target,
You
yeah,
definitely, you
Target.
definitely
But then I
are
got
glowing.
something like trying to take over my face. I started to tell y'all, I can't make it today.
Oh, we can't see that.
We're not worried about that.
I mean, it's
Covering
there, but it's
You looking
you
good.
look
Thing
fine.
is,
You
it's
look
ready to
blessed.
go.
You was
I
with
look
us
blessed.
when we started out. You were here. You were self-conscious about your weight then. You were beautiful then.
I
You
wasn't
are.
self-conscious.
Yes, you
I was
did.
aware.
You was
I had goals. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I had goals.
Okay, well, you
Very
crushed
clear
them
goals.
goals
Yeah.
now.
I'm
You
not
made
quite
them.
there
Got the
yet.
Ivy Park
Not quite
jumpsuit
there.
on. I see you,
Is it?
Beyonce. Is that Ivy Park? I don't
My
know.
husband picked
It's
it out,
Adidas.
y'all.
You
It's
looking,
Adidas.
you looking swaggy.
Oh,
He's still dressing you.
You know it.
Ain't nothing wrong with letting your man
He
dress
picked
you.
this out. He picked this thing. I was like,
I might have to try Nate
He
one
did
day.
good.
Pick,
I
pick
will-
me out an outfit,
I
Nate.
will. I get opinions
We
when
should
I
do
know what I
that.
want.
Have them pick out our outfits.
this is the
She
rule.
be
though.
fine.
You be the best
If you
one.
pick out an outfit
You might.
and they
we
say
alright.
something and they want to change the outfit, they like you have to support me through finding another outfit because the worst feeling is when you done made a comment. I was minding my business. Ain't nobody asked you what I look like. You said something about the outfit. You are now expected to contribute to the remaking of the outfit because that leaves a lot of stress on my plate because I
Right.
worked hard to come up with whatever I did.
Right.
You know,
Art be telling me when stuff don't look good. He be like, where are you going? What's that? And I can tell based off his reaction. If I come downstairs, he be like, ooh. Or he like, what you doing? Like, what you mean, what am I doing? Took me 2 hours to get ready. And I'm like, well, what shoes should I wear? None. You might need to change that whole outfit. Like,
why do they do us
yeah,
like
but
this?
I don't know. We should do that. That would be fun.
That would be fun
Let
to
them
see what
style
comes out
us.
of that.
That'd be the last one.
And actually, you can come and I know you're not like a chef, but you can come and help us prepare food
Oh yeah.
and learn.
Well, I may not be a chef now,
Right.
but I have decided to kind of step out and see what happens.
You know what though? I'm wrong about that because I feel like, you know, when I've told someone who's been an at-home mom, they were like, well, I can't get that job because I don't have managerial skills. I'm like, yes, you do. You manage your house,
I was
don't
gonna
you?
say.
You put grocery lists together. You get the kids on and off the bus. You teach them
hire,
how to
fire.
read. You a
Yeah.
teacher.
There
You
really
want a
is a
teaching
whole lot
job? You a
going on.
teacher. You taught your kid. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all of those things. So no, you are a chef.
you
But
are.
more
You
so
are a chef.
specifically like there's a vision I've had since I was like 11 years old, and right now I'm like, yo, I could actually really do this. There's a program for anybody who's listening because I'm all about seeing everybody in their own lane. I'm sorry I keep hitting the
No,
mic.
you're fine.
But the Frederick County has put out what's called a food business entrepreneurship program. It
For
is
real?
free.
For real.
It is free.
Text me.
You take classes. I'll send you
I
the
love
link.
to cook.
But the classes are going to be every Tuesday, and they're teaching you like all those things so that you can actually run the business.
Yes.
Part of this nonprofit, in the healthy food aspect, it came from my grandma, and just watching her like be this super dope woman, but like you just eating crap, and then like you dead before you should have been.
Yeah.
So, I really want to honor her memory, and so I'm hoping and
Oh, you
praying
made
I
me
can
want
do
to do that
something
with my
with
grandma because my grandma
Yes.
taught me how to
Yo.
cook too, and she's gone. But I have one of her pots upstairs. I've been using it.
Oh,
So
yay.
look, this pressure cooker. Every time I put greens in that thing,
And they're
they
miraculous.
I mean, they taste just like grandma's, but without all the fat backs,
All the
and
extra stuff.
You know all that. But like honestly, and then she used to take the stems off. I'm like, the stems is the most nutritious part, so I keep that in there. Like, yo, listen, that grandma thing,
Yeah.
you got something.
Just
there.
take what
You
grandma
have to
was
text
doing
me.
and, you know,
Yeah.
Make it healthy.
Because
We have to do that
in
class
about 10,
together.
10, 15 more years, we ain't going to have no grandma. Because grandmas today.
grandmas are gone, y'all.
Yeah, we don't
They're
have
done.
big mamas and grandmas like we
They're
used to.
done.
It's because world is changing. Grandmas
is
are
changing.
now 34, 35. And I'm not lying. I know
They coming
people-
back. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's my name?
You're Latoya, but you asked me to call you Big Momma.
My kids put that in my phone. So when I
Stop.
get text messages, right?
What?
I think Taylor programmed my phone like that for years ago.
But you might be that. But
I
you're
am.
But you are in that generation though, low key.
Of what? Two fly grandmas or
No, I'm saying like
well, then
you,
how did it skip
an
our
older
mother?
generation.
How did it skip our mother?
She a grandmother.
She ain't a big mama though.
I know we don't have those anymore, so
Yeah,
it
we
might
don't
come
have
back to
those
Might
you.
come back.
I ain't gonna come
Let
back.
us say that we want to respectfully.
But Big Mama's was toxic.
we
If
want
you
to
look at soul
respectfully
food,
end
I'ma ask
the
the
era
ancestors.
of Big Mama.
please, I was gonna say because
We
Big,
are going.
Big
we're
Mama's is
we're
toxic.
gonna,
The
we're gonna
ancestors
let. We're
involved.
gonna just let Big Mama go.
Yeah,
Just
let her go with the
Go
soul
ahead,
food
go ahead.
too.
And I don't know what we want to create
Call them the
in her
Earth
stead.
Moms.
I don't know.
Earth
Peace
Moms.
Mamas.
But
Earth
Peace
Moms.
Mamas. But it needs to be something else because we
Nama
don't need to
Mama.
be big.
Nama
Right?
Mama.
Nama Mama.
Nama Mama.
You know,
Something.
something, but anything but Big Mama.
Yeah,
Because
'cause-
Big Mama was tired. She was toxic.
Yeah.
She
She
was
was
stressed.
big.
She was big.
Yeah,
Her
unhealthy,
high blood
had
pressure.
hypertension,
We
high
can
blood
remember to
pressure,
be
cholesterol,
big.
diabetes, diabetes,
Beautiful.
flybetes, beady beads.
Shut
Big
up.
Mama had it
I
all.
know. I'm trying to come up with an acronym for big for the mama. Beautiful.
Healthy
ingenious,
mama. Healthy
Healthy
mama.
mama.
Healthy
Now, I don't
Healthy
like that
mama.
one.
Nah,
I don't
that
like
sounds
that one.
corny.
We're gonna figure that
Fit
out.
mama.
Yeah.
I'm going to Fit Mama's house.
Yeah, but
Fit
something.
Mama's
It's
house.
gotta be.
I don't
figure
know.
that out.
Something got to stop because Big Mama had a lot of baggage, and
Yeah.
Big Mama's was not where it was at. And my grandma wasn't even big.
Who you said soul food? Who mentioned
Oh,
soul
soul
food?
food. Big Mama
yeah,
was
she did.
toxic. She
Yeah.
was the main reason why all the drama happened in the movie. She was the
She's
reason.
the reason
family.
that family ain't shit and family done
Yeah.
fucked my husband.
And she the reason. Big Mama the reason why she had family asking other family members for money, knowing she had money in the
Knowing
wall the
Big
whole
Mama had
time.
it.
Big Mama was toxic, and she had hypertension, she had diabetes, she had high cholesterol, all
Control
because
issues.
she was just hot mess sitting at the head of the
gotta
table
watch that
and was
movie again.
toxic.
I'm
And I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
watch it
that in a
again. I
while.
love
haven't
soul
watched it in a
food,
long time.
but her ass was toxic.
Yeah,
Big
that's-
Mama
food.
gotta go. It was the
the
salt
food.
that went to her head.
Well,
She
we
didn't
need to
mess
let her
that
go.
family
Let
up.
her go.
It was the salt. How
Depression.
the hypertension. The hyper. I can't even say it. That movie gets me boiling because they ain't have to do my girl like that. And little Birdie, she had a toxic ass relationship. That movie makes me so mad. Like it's a good movie, but Soul Food had all the toxic people in it.
It
I
was a lot of
swear.
toxic folks.
And that is the dynamic of a black family. And I'm just like, I'm so glad we progressing and we moving past that. We need another positive movie. Soul Food was not it. I'm sorry. I'm in my moment.
Y'all ready
I'm
for
in my
Wakanda?
feelings.
Are.
I
For the
am ready for
Wakanda?
Wakanda, and I'm wearing all
Yes,
white.
and
Hey,
we wearing
ooh,
an
can we
all-white-
can we
Let's
show
go
up?
together.
Yes.
It's November, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's not coming because I'm gonna show up like y'all know. I'm
It's
gonna put
coming
on
in
the whole
November.
outfit.
It's November, the weekend of like the 18th, 17th, something like that.
Yes.
Because my girlfriend's
I'm
birthday is
gonna-
that weekend.
Yes.
Yes,
We
I
gonna
want to
make it a
go.
party.
Let's vlog it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
We
I'm a
ain't wear
cry.
all white.
Warehouse Cinema. Yeah.
So
I'ma
the
cry.
first one was like African, right? This one is just all white. It can
All
be
white.
whatever.
Yes.
It's just straight
I'm
red.
looking,
Oh, wow.
I'm
Yeah.
looking like I'm going
I
to
think
see
somebody's
my.
gonna be born. There's
I'ma
gonna be
go-
a rebirth.
Something. Yeah, it's got to be
Wedding.
good.
They
It's
better
gonna be
not
good.
show
It definitely
funeral
seems like
of
it's gonna be a
Chadwick
rebirth.
because I'm gonna be no good.
I'm gonna be no.
Because
good.
he was.
I gotta take these lashes
He was
off.
so fine. I
They're
love
not gonna-
Chadwick.
they're
Rest
not
in
gonna
peace,
make it.
Chadwick.
Oh, I thought you were
Boseman.
getting ready to take it.
I
I was
They're
gonna
not
say,
gonna come
I
off
was
like
like,
that. I
wait a
gotta get them
minute.
taken off.
I'm gonna be
That's
a
not
But I can
mess.
pull this hair off for that one too. I'm gonna go natural.
If they have a funeral in this movie, I'm gonna be no good. But I
I
cannot
don't
wait.
think so.
So
That's gonna
I
be
am
a good one.
boss. We all going
We going
to watch Wakanda
forever.
Wakanda forever.
with the shoulder bounce in all white. Yes.
Tiana, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
joining
ladies.
us.
This
It's
is
always
dope.
a pleasure to have
It is.
you.
It is. I just
It
want to hang
really
out
is.
now. Can we just keep hanging out?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
We're gonna drink your hibiscus.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you call this? What's this called?
Tea? I don't know.
The tea.
Hibiscus tea.
The hibiscus. The tea.
All right.
tea.
The tea.
Continue to be great,
The
ladies.
tea. I see y'all.